And welcome back. Today we have the new Monster X2 Pro. This is running 6K at Android 12. So yeah, if you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. Let's go ahead and see what this box has. This probably has to be the slowest opening. There we go. Okay, so it has dual band Wi-Fi, 2R, 32 gigs of internal storage, 4 gigs of RAM. It's got OTA. Oh, I hate when they do this on the box because we verify if it's there or not. But I hope it's true what they have. Ethernet 1 gig of speeds. But the one thing I don't like is the H.265 that's on the box. And it says it has MPEG-4-AVC. And as you guys know, we will confirm if that is on the box. Cool. So here we go. Here is the device itself. It's got 2 giant antennas. Not really sure why the antennas are necessary. Most of these antennas are, the built-in ones are pretty good, but these things are pretty, I don't know if they're trying to make it look like an old school TV box, but there it is. You do have a TF card slot. You got 2 USBs. You have a restore slot right there. In the back, you do have your optical, LAN, HDMI, AV, IR, and then also DC for power. Packaging inside, it's going to be basics, kind of like your typical boxing, is everything is just thrown inside, so nothing fancy with that. You do have an HDMI cable. I do have my AudioQuest 4K chocolate cables, so we're going to use that one since it is a true 4K cable. I'm not sure about this one. It says HDMI cable with Ethernet. Just looks like a very basic cable. It doesn't look, it says premium high speed on it. But it doesn't look like my cable does. So, okay, power looks pretty good. You got a pretty good cable right there. You have a small little user manual, and then of course your remote. Now the remote looks like it has a lot of buttons here. A lot of people do like remotes like these that just have buttons galore. For me personally, I don't. I like them smaller, just a little bit simple. The remotes just seem a little bit too big for me. But it has everything you're going to want here. All the numbers on the top. You do have a mouse cursor on the top right. You have TV control. So on the back, it will tell you how to program your TV. So there's your instructions. And then, yeah, it's got favorites, menu, last style, EPG, info, subtitles, audio. That's good. It has a subtitles button. A home. Voice, and then volume up down. You got your colors for maybe some apps or whatever with the guide. YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, and then Disney Plus. Batteries for the price on this thing of $7.99 on the box has no batteries included. Now the other thing too is typically these things do pop up, but with this remote there's a little lip on the side. You kind of have to like rip it off. Personally, I'm not a fan of those. But there you go. There you have it. And the reason why I'm not a fan of them is because when you're trying to click it back in, as you can see, I'm pushing it hard and it's still not popping in. Okay, there you go. It popped in. So you have to, that was weird. You kind of have to do it, and it's not even in all the way. You have to do it at a weird angle. You have to push it in this way, and then push it in, and it should clip, but as you can see, I'm having a hard time just putting it in. So yeah, just not a fan of these covers, not a fan of how they do that. So there you go, finally clicked it in. Okay, I think I got it on. Wow, that took me a while to do that. So, okay. All right, let's go ahead and plug this guy in. We're going to give it some juice. We're gonna put in my cable in here. And again, this is the AudioQuest. You do get a small little boot screen. And then I'm guessing I'm going to have to point the remote to it. I guess we'll find out in a minute. So let's come here to the capture device. Wow, Monsterbox. The steps of this thing should be pretty simple. I really like how the opening screen is. It gives you that monster feel of it, I guess. Okay, here we go. So it says press and hold the OK button and minus button. So OK and minus, point it to the remote. Release the buttons after. Okay, remote control successful. Cool. So pick your place and then click to the right. Click on whatever hertz you want. Of course, I'm running that 4K, so I'm going to go 4K at 60 hertz. Let's do that. And then now it just flashed, so it's just setting itself up. This will reset to the last setting after 10 seconds. I'm going to hit OK, so we should be good. Click to the right. And then this is just plus or minus, or up or down, I should say. And that way it could fill the screen. So I'm going to be at 100%. Should be good. Click to the right. And then from here is just going to be just choose your local time. Now, I did notice if I am pointing somewhere else, the remote is still picking it up. So that's pretty good. Now, Ethernet or Wi-Fi, we're going to go ahead and click on Wi-Fi. So make sure you put your Wi-Fi information. Make sure it's the correct password. And we should be ready to go. Now, once you are connected, you're going to get a little disclaimer thing here. Pause it if you need to. Whatever it is that you need to read, go for it. I'm going to hit agree. And then it says you can start using your box now. Okay, cool. There it goes. So the one thing I have to say is this thing looks like Formula. The home screen looks like Formula. I don't know what to say. It even has the little market thing that Formula has. So we're going to come here and let me go ahead and get AIDA64. And then that way you guys can see all the specs that's included in the device. Okay, so here we go. What do we get within AIDA64? We are going to be looking for that codecs that was in the box. So it does say 32 gigs of internal storage, and you're left with about 23 gigs. Typical with these devices, it does have a lot of apps and system stuff that it needs. So there it is, 4 gigs. You have the Apollo all-winter chipset, so not bad. It did say interesting. I did see, wow, manufacturer VC box. This is supposed to be the Monsterbox, but it says VC box on this thing. Okay, so CPU, all winter, H313 and H616 ARM Cortex A53. This is going to be a quad core. Everything that the VC box has, this is exactly what it's going to have. 1920 by 1080p, Mali G31. As far as your Android goes, it is going to be running version 12, 31 API level. The device is not rooted. And then, of course, for your codecs, it's going to have the quadruplets decoder C2 and encoder C2, and also OMX decoder and encoder. So you're going to have LATM, 3GPP, AMR, FLOC, ALA, MLOT, MPEG, Opus, RAW, and Vorbis. It does have DTS HD, so that's cool. EAC3 and MPEG L2 for your audio. For your video, you do have the all-winners AVC, HEVC, MPEG-2, MP4, VES, VP8, VP9, AVC, H263, H264, 3GPP, MP4, VES, and VP8. Now, we are looking for MPEG-4, MPEG- so it's going to be MPEG. That way you guys know I'm reading it right, and you guys say, hey, look, there is an MP4 right there. MPEG. MPEG, and there is no there is an MPEG 4 there. This one says MPEG-4, and then also AVC. There is an AVC here, but the combination that this one says, it's not on there specifically. There is no specific H265, so there is a codex that is an H265 specific. This one is going to have it within pass-through. So not what's on the box. Not what's on the box. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. And as you guys know, we're always going to look at all the details of everything it is. The device runs extremely smooth. I got to say, just going around it, I'm glad I don't have to point the remote right at the box. I can just point anywhere and it just works. So pretty nice. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.